Why is my cycle irregular? In order to answer the question why your menstrual cycle is irregular, you must define what an irregular cycle is. Generally, ladies have 28-day cycle. By the way, what does it mean by saying that somebody has a 28-day cycle? If you are a 28-day cycle, it means whenever you see your menses, it will make 28 days and you will menstruate again. It does not mean that you see your menses on the 28th of every month. It does not mean that you will see your menses maybe on the 10th of every month. So generally, most ladies are 28 days, but some ladies have shorter cycles that can be 21, some 22, some 23, some 24, some 25, some 26, some 27. Others have longer cycles that are above 28, which can be 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, or 35. Which therefore means some women, it would take them just 21 days to menstruate again if they have shorter cycles. And 21 days becomes the shortest cycle, which is still considered to be normal. And some, it would take them 35 days before they see the next menstruation, which therefore means they have longer cycles, and if they see their menses, it takes them 35 days for them to menstruate again. If your cycle is irregular, it will mean when you look at your cycle length, you will realize that you don't have a consistent 28-day cycle like in the case of 28. Some will be 28, some will be 22, some will be 30, some will be 33. If you look at your menstrual cycle length, the trend within 6 months, and you realize that within these 6 months, some of your cycles are shorter, others are longer. Look at the shortest you've ever had, then look at the longest you've ever had. If the difference is more than 7 days, you already consider that your cycle is not regular. Let's say in January, you counted your cycle, you had 28 days. February, when you counted that for February, it's giving you 32 days. You're counting that for March, it's giving you 22 days. Counting that for April, it's giving you 24 days. Counting that for May, it's giving you 22 days. So therefore means you have 22 as the shortest cycle and 32 as the longest cycle. Looking at this difference, you'll realize that first, you have difference in the length of the cycle. Second, the difference between the shortest cycle and the longest cycle is way beyond 7 days. This is about 10 days difference. In this situation, your cycle is irregular. Once you realize, this is now the second point of being irregular. Once you realize that your length does not even get to 21, therefore means you see your menses maybe every after 2 weeks, that's 14. You see your menses 14 after 14 days, after 16 days, after 17 days. this is also not a regular cycle. Or you realize that you're seeing your menses above 35 days. In that whenever you see your menses, you count more than 35 days. So 38, 39, 40 days. This is also not the usual regular cycle. Now you know what an irregular cycle is. So, why do you have an irregular cycle? The major reason why you might have irregular cycle is linked to your hormones. If you have issues with hormonal imbalance, then your cycle will probably behave this way. Thank you so much for following. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to follow. If interested in a one-on-one fertility follow-up, please use the number that you're looking at. Get to me on WhatsApp and you pay for it. If you're in Cameroon, it will cost you 5,000 CFA franc. If you're out of Cameroon, it will cost you 30 US dollars. Please, those who are in Bamenda, Cameroon, you can visit me directly at WeInQueen. Still use the number and you also get to me for location and also the time. May God bless you. Go to YouTube, search Women's Health Forum. Take your time, learn how to calculate your cycle. Check my video on the 26-day cycle, how to calculate the 26-day cycle. You're going to learn more on how to calculate your cycle with that particular video. May God bless you. Have a beautiful day.